to my sacred space. Today I'm doing an unboxing for an oracle deck that I got on my journey to Saitama, Japan. It's the Gods and Goddesses of Japan 48 card oracle deck by Yuriko Ono, and this is what it says on the back. I'm not going to read everything, just the paragraph in the middle. So, messages from the kami were retrieved directly from the energy experienced during visits to shrines where they were worshipped. And of course, I'll pause here so you can read it at your leisure. So it comes in a nice hard case box. And the really cool thing is that the guidebook is in English. And when you're getting Japanese decks, it's very hard to find guidebooks in English. So looking from the beginning, you have the contents. So here's a look at what the contents are. So before using the cards, section on how to use the cards, explanation of the cards in alphabetical order from Amaterasu to the 3 Watsumi gods, and then biographical notes. So in the how to use the cards, they do give you 1, 2, 3, 4 spreads. Yeah, 4 spreads, as well as a single card spread. Oh, sorry, 5. It also gives you the total spread, 2-pass spread. So it gives you a fair amount of spreads. And then this is how the guidebook is set up for each. So you basically have, I am the shining light, so like a little bit as if speaking from the god. Then the themes enshrined at, so you have the shrines where the messages were received, and then the messages itself from the gods. So very interesting deck indeed. Now this is the English version that comes with purple backs. I believe the Japanese version comes with teal backs. And we're going to start here at the beginning with Amaterasu. And I feel a very close relation to Amaterasu because I first lived in Kumano, and that is, there's actually like a, Kumano Kodo actually has like a, what do you call it? A setup? I don't know what to call it, but something honoring Amaterasu. About the cardstock, it's a very glossy finish. It snaps back. It's not your typical paper. It has more of a plastic feel to it. I don't know if you can hear that. Right? The cards in general are not the type that you can just bend. But you should be able to ripple shuffle it. Not that I ever ripple shuffle my decks. Alright, so Amaterasu. And I love the vibrancy of this deck. Ame no Yuzumi no Mikoto. So I'm not going to be saying all the names. Let's just stop that now. But I love the vibrancy of the cards. I love the abstract coloring of the deck. I will admit this is not usually the type of deck that I would go for. Recently the topic came up of whether people buy decks based on, so this is the artwork on the box and the book and the front of the box. So there was a question recently on whether persons buy decks because of artwork or because of subject matter. Most of my decks I buy because I'm called by the artwork, but every now and again, like for example with this deck, I buy it because of the subject matter. I'm very interested in Japanese gods and goddesses as a person living in Japan, and I have 2 other Japanese decks, but both of them have Japanese guidebooks. This one actually came with an English guidebook, so I kind of jumped on it. The artwork isn't necessarily what I would be drawn towards. It is beautiful in its own right. It's colorful in its own right. Just not my usual style. If you've paid attention to the kind of decks I buy, you might get an idea of what my style is like. This is a nice card. There are some beautiful cards in here, I must say. The artist, Yuriko Ono, is very talented. I definitely can see how I would have intuitive readings with some of these cards. And there's some like abstract art as well. But each of these are a representation of different gods. in Japan. I have one of these like like a necklace thing. Oh, Tsukumomi no Mikoto. So this is just a general artwork of the deck. This is interesting. This is very interesting. The artwork is interesting. It's very interesting to me. So this is definitely a deck that I won't use to pull for readings necessarily for myself, but I'll pull a card and then perhaps meditate, read up on the particular god, and from there learn about Japanese gods and goddesses. This is interesting. Is this like an extra card? There's no name on this card, so I didn't even count to see if I was at 48. So these are the cards. Amaterasu is my favorite card. I feel closest to Amaterasu. Perhaps that's because of my time living in Kumano. So that is, I was thinking if I should read from the guidebook, but I'm not going to read from the guidebook. What I'm going to do is open it to the page of Amaterasu and let you guys take a look that you can read for yourself. And the guidebook includes pictures, gray and white, but grayscale, but it's still very beautiful. All right, so that is the unboxing of Gods and Goddesses of Japan. If my energy sounds a bit lower today than usual, it's because I am absolutely fatigued. Like I said, I just got back from Saitama, and it was a very long journey, so I'm tired. But I wanted to show this deck ASAP. All right, thank you once again for joining my sacred space. If you like my videos, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification buttons, and let me know what you're thinking. Bye.